it's a hoodoo out the way. It was an albatross around the neck of the fans, I think, that coming here normally ended in defeat, and horrible defeat today. Well done. Yeah,
I didn't know that. I'm glad. Someone just told me that we hadn't won it since 1997. I've actually never lost here as a manager, but I never wanted to say that. And I have to say, fans were fantastic today. They're going to have a good night in Leeds, and that's what that result means tonight.
I think you also, because it was attritional, I think was the fair way to say it. Was a scrap, wasn't it?
The game was separated by a sublime bit of skill. Great header from Matt Smith, and Ross McCormack's first touch was superb, and the second one, what a great finish. That was the difference between the two teams. They're fighting for their lives there, and we want to, we're doing the same. We need to win as many games as we can between now and the end of the season. Our issues off the pitch are sorted, and it's a period of calm. And there was times last week that people from the journalist world were talking to me and ringing me up trying to find a story and talk about football, so that can only be good.
Barnsley, I think we're expecting to come out of the blocks firing at you. How much credit should we give to Leeds for stopping that from happening?
Yeah, I thought we had a game plan. But then, after 60 minutes, I wanted to change the shape again. I thought we needed to be a bit more offensive and play a bit more in their final third, and maybe we could have got the second goal. Conditions were tough out there today. But you know what? You get games like in the Championship, over 40-odd games. Burnley have done it, Leicester have done it, and they've shown the way. Burnley in particular have shown the way. They did it again yesterday against Blackpool. I watched that game, and they won the game 1-0, and that's how you get out of this league.
Yeah, you don't get out. You say conditions were tough. I've known it windy here, but the pitch seemed to be bouncing everywhere. Is that what you mean?
Very bubbly, and it was difficult to get out and play. It was tough with the pitch, but the only show in town today is to get the 3 points, and that's what we did.
Rudy Austin on the bench today, didn't use him in the end. Were you thinking of maybe starting him today, Brian?
No, not really. I spoke to Rudy. Tongy had a bit of a knock. If Tongy hadn't been fit, I would have played Rudy, but got to say, Tongy and Brownie and Murphy have done well in that midfield, so Rudy knows that, and that's why we've got a squad of players.
Great win, 2 clean sheets, back-to-back victories, as you say, moving up the table the right way. Lots of decisions to be made. When you're making your team selection at the moment, are you thinking about, I want to give that player another go here just to see if he's going to stay here next season, or is it all about the game?
No, about the game. I never think like that. I think about the one game. That's it, and I think that's the most important thing, to try and get the points, because if you're Leeds United manager, it's a precious situation. It's precious to be Leeds United manager, and you want to win that game. And from my point of view, I'm absolutely delighted for the players today, the staff, and most of all the fans. They turned up in massive numbers again, and they're going to have a good time in Leeds tonight, and I'm delighted for that.
And I think maybe today, you've got 4,000 fans here, right? It's a tough game. They're fighting for their lives. It shows that it's not necessarily the right time to throw a few rookies in there, because that sort of game needed your Browns and your Tongs and your Murphys to get a foot in.
You've got to come up with a solution to win. And that's what we're trying to do. Just come up with the right solution, the way to win, and we've done that today. And over 46 games, that's the only thing that matters.
Nottingham Forest come on Monday. They've still got something to play for. Clearly, well, you've answered the question then. Yeah, for you, what is it about then, Brian?
It's about being manager at Leeds, being a player that plays at Leeds, a staff member at Leeds. There's so much to play for. Any time that you get the opportunity to stand on that line at Ellen Road, you've got to make the absolute most of that, and I'm certainly doing that. I'm loving every single second of it, apart from the occasional things that have happened in the last few months. But I've learned a lot, and I might look back and reflect on this stage of my managerial career and go, actually, I dug that out quite well.
And you got a cracking game on Monday.
Forest can't
Leeds
wait. Forest Leeds is a big game. I know they've had some big scoring games in the past as well, so hopefully it's a big scoring game and we score all the goals.
Is you expecting Massimo to be back?
No, I don't think so.
Game?
I don't think so. I think he'll be back. He's coming back next week sometime. We're going to sit down and have a chat next week.
Yeah, and a lot obviously to go through, Brian, not Lee. But if you've got a third win under your belt too, great for you personally. But as far as the club's concerned, a lot of sorting out to do. What's your priority, other than winning games right now?
I can't say that, because there's so much to do. There really is. There's a lot that we need to do. There's a lot that we need to get going and to work on over the summer. And we talk about players, of course. We talk about structures of the training ground. There's a lot we need to do, and we just need to tick things off one by one.
Well done today, Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks.